Hey guys, welcome to Tech Talks by Gaurav Sharma. Today we're going to talk about a very important topic that should be on top of mind for every organization that's moving to cloud, which is cloud security posture. So when we talk about cloud security posture, what exactly does that mean, right? So as everyone is moving their assets to cloud, organizations are defining the security policies for their assets that's sitting in the cloud. And cloud security posture is to basically ensure that all the assets that are sitting in the cloud are complying with the policies or security policies that you as an organization have set up for them, right? And that's where CSPM, like most of the CSPM providers come into play, where they would make sure that everything that you have a baseline, you've put a baseline for all your assets, it's meeting all that baseline information, and it's notifying you about like if there's any misconfiguration and all that good stuff, right? So this is great, right? But as you can see, right, CSPM is a very powerful tool because if you set up a rule and there's no way to monitor it, it might as well not even have that rule in the first place, right? So for example, if you're going on a road, there's a speed limit, right? You're going on going at a 80 mile per hour speed at a 55 mile per mile speed limit, right? And if no one is monitoring that, then there's no way for them to enforce anything on you, right? So that's just the mindset that we have, right? So stuff moves in the cloud. We want to make sure that it's complying with the posture or the security policies that we have set up. But but even though the CSPM is a great tool, why is CSPM not enough? We're going to talk about that. And what is CAASM, right? CAASM stands for Cyber Asset Attack Surface Management. It is a new category defined by Gartner, and Gartner says that CAASM is an emerging technology that enables security teams to solve persistent asset visibility and vulnerability change. Well, this kind of tool, right? The CAASM tools use APIs to collect and see all the assets in one place and give insights on security and compliance instead of just focusing on misconfiguration like most CSPM do, right? This approach allows team to set up custom controls, like they're able to create custom policies and alerts and ask questions, right? But it kind of you're talking about from an asset standpoint, right? When stuff moves into cloud, right? Every user, every repository, every bucket, every resource asset quickly accumulates to a technical depth and becomes a source of vulnerability. So you want to be able to have a tap on your whole environment, and it should be queryable, right? You should be able to query things like so you've got S3 buckets, right? How many of my S3 buckets are faced to internet? If your policy is that it should not be faced to the internet, that query would help you understand what the attack surface looks like in your environment, right? Or you want to talk about the data stores, right? In the cloud, how many data stores do I have in my environment that are not encrypted? How many servers are being accessed without a TLS based connection? So these are the things. How many users do not have MFA enabled on it? So these are the questions, or these are the things that you want to have a clear understanding about, and that's where it's not just a one team's job, because now your application team and security team needs to come hand in hand to understand what the attack surface looks like, right? Once we're able to visualize these things, how many buckets do I have, how many containers am I running, how many users, data store. So once you have all that information, you're putting a posture piece on it, right, to ensure that whatever you have policies that you have set up are being met. And then on top of it, you want to make it more queryable, more custom, to be able to make it more relatable, and you're able to ask in a common language question about things like, just like I asked, right? How many things are exposed to internet, right? And it would give you all that report. As you would have seen that in the recent cybersecurity cloud attacks, this was one of the reasons where there were a few servers that were facing internet and no one knew about it, right? These are the things that you want to make sure you start thinking about in order to protect your cloud environment. And now let's talk about how Cisco can help you with your cloud security journey, right? Cisco Cloud Secure Cloud Insight (SCI) can help you achieve that whole visibility and control. It's a CAASM. It provides you with the CAASM capabilities because it's API driven. It's a SaaS based program, API driven. There's no agents that you need to install on your machine to get this going, and you are able to have a complete visibility into your environment as to how the assets that are sitting. And not only servers are your assets, the users are your assets, like repositories, the data store, all of these are your assets, right? So you want to be able to say, okay, I've got all this stuff in my environment. What's the attack surface looks like? How do I control all that? So you get all of that visibility. And it kind of goes back to like the continuous audit mode as well, right? Once you've set up the policy, okay, things are complied, right? But you want to make sure that if something changes in their posture, you want to be able to get notified about that as well. And the best part is that Secure Cloud Insights integrates with SecureX. So there you go, right? So you have all this information. You're now integrating it with SecureX. In SecureX, you're able to utilize our orchestration module to be able to automate some of these flows. You're able to, one of the use cases could be like once you see this kind of unencrypted stuff entering in your environment or asset coming in your environment, you want to send an email to your security team or whoever to kind of address that problem, right? Or open a ServiceNow ticket for that, right? So these are the things that you would start understanding and getting a complete visibility and control in your environment. To learn more about how Secure Cloud Insight works, how it integrates with SecureX, and what are the possible integration with Secure Cloud Insights, reach out to your accounts team and they'll hook you up. Thank you.